What's going on, guys? Welcome back to W.D.Y.D. CSP. What do you do as a central sterile processor? Yeah, you see it. You see that infamous toothbrush style brush on the prep and pack side. But I wanted to kind of, make a defense for why it's being used and why it should not be used in the prep and pack side. Well, I also have my little handy eraser here. Now, I'm going to say this. For those of you that use the toothbrush style brush on the prep and pack side, the intentions are to utilize it like you would the eraser test. All right? The eraser test, again, I've stated before, is not a common test that you do on all instrumentation. It's a verification test to basically confirm what you're looking at. Is it a stain or is it rust? So do I need to replace this instrument and send it out for repair? Or is this a stain caused by either stacking, dried on enzymatic, whatever that may be? It is that type of test. It's not an everyday test. So as you can see, I brought out that Atson tooth forceps that has substantial corrosion on there. It's going to be put out for repair. On a note, this instrumentation from this specific company, this is a common problem that we have with this company. And it's maybe because of the way they finish their instrument. It has a matte finish, not a mirror finish. And it's something to do with how, I guess, they finish their instrumentation. That when it goes through the ultrasonic, I have this issue with this specific brand. Now, the eraser test is meant for little blemishes like I'm pointing out right now. Little spot that you're unsure of whether it is staining or rust. And that can easily be buffed out with the eraser. If it's not rust, then it can just stay in the circulation. When it's a lot of blemishes as seen here, the eraser test, you shouldn't even bother, okay? You would only do it to verify that it is rust. That way you can put it out for repair. If it is staining and it's staining that bad, we need to look at the process a little bit different. All right, so I'm going to show you what the problem is with using a toothbrush style brush and what the intention is. The intention is to remove the rust or stain, and this is how it's done. All right, so I'm showing you right now how that process is being done. And you know, I'm being gentle. It's usually not the way it's done like this. It's a little bit more aggressive. All right, but I'm going to show you how nicely this instrument comes out. It does do the job that needs to be done, and it will take off the blemish. The problem is that individuals that use the toothbrush style brush, they don't care how much rust or how much, I'm not going to say they don't care, is that they'll apply the brushing to large areas. And it does come out looking pretty good. I mean, if you can see, you can only see very small areas where it's not nothing serious, but nothing compared to what it was. Okay. So here's the issue. When you're using this wire brush on this side to remove the stains or the rust, okay, they're not doing it to determine whether it's a rust or stain. It is to remove it so that they can place it back into circulation. The issue with that is that you have to get so aggressive with it that you might wind up damaging the instrument even more. The other problem is that they're not only using this to determine whether it's, again, not determining that it's rust or stain, to remove any kind of bioburden that they see. They're not even trying to figure out what it is that they're getting rid of. They see adhesive on the jaw, they're going to use the brush to remove it. They see burnt on bioburden, especially with those bipolars and monopolar forceps. They're using the brush to get that off. All right. And that's where it comes into the cleaning part. You're actually trying to clean the instrument over in the prep and pack side, rather than trying to determine whether it is a stain or rust of what you are seeing, or even bioburden. If you're using the eraser on bioburden, you're not going to get it off. If you try to get off burnt off blood or burnt off mucus or adhesive with an eraser, you're going to get nowhere with it. You're just going to spread it, and it's not going to do nothing. So the eraser test is only to verify what it is that you're seeing. Do you need to put that instrument out for repair or do some treatment and back in decon? Or is it a simple stain caused by whatever that may be, and you can place that instrument back into circulation? Only for very small areas, not for large surfaces. All right. I'm not going to use that eraser on a large surface. It is a small surface. Again, I'm reiterating that so much because, again, I don't want people to think, oh, Jesse, you're going to use the eraser for everything. No, it is for small areas. If I see a massive amount of rust or staining, then I'm raising a red flag. Something's wrong. Something's obviously wrong, and I'm not going to use this eraser to get rid of that massive amount and put it back into circulation. For those that use the toothbrush style brushes on the prep and pack side, that is the case. It doesn't matter how big of an area, unless it's like really, really bad, then you're not going to do it. But I've seen some people get off a substantial amount of rust off instrumentation with these brushes, bioburden, burnt on soils off of instruments, and still place it into circulation. That is where we get in trouble with it. And again, it's the toothbrush style brush. There's no kind of policy or procedure or even language that you can say that you utilize that brush for inspecting or even testing. With the eraser test, it's written into the training manuals. It is a practice that is accepted in our industry, so we can get away with it. It just becomes a fine line of, are we removing rust to put it back into the set, or are we verifying what we're saying to remove it out of circulation or put it back into the set because it is a stain that causes no issue? All right, guys, as always, stay true to yourselves, keep it 100, continue educating yourself. Till next time, peace.